very quickly. But the training doesn't stop there. I don't know if there's another slide of that. No. The training doesn't stop there. For example, this year we had quite a large group course with some MySQL training, which was somebody came in from the outside the business and went through, covered a lot of the basics again just to make sure everybody was comfortable with it, and they did some more advanced SQL and things. We had we had an event for team training, so most of the company was together working on silly team building exercises, building the thing to hold an egg in the middle that didn't break when you threw it across the room, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But fundamentally, it's about learning about the makeup of teams, because quite often people come, they're used to working on their own, and that applies to both graduates and to other people we recruit. A lot of the time they were the one guy programming in the business or whatever it was they were, and they're used to just focusing everything on themselves, and they forget that they're in a team of 5 or 6 people working on a particular project now. So we look at doing that, and part of working for us is having a personal development plan, and we try and identify areas that you want to improve in. There's training budgets, and we can look at trying to help people develop themselves, which is a really good aspect of it. So, what kind of people are we looking for? Again, I've said this a lot in terms of things. We're looking for people that have, very good software engineering skills. That's what we really want. If you were here for the talk, Josh, he would have talked about that a lot more. It's things like design patterns, and there's a whole wide-ranging areas of things to talk about in terms of software engineering skills. We're looking for people who are always trying to improve. We want people to. We want people who are looking at improving all of themselves, but the software they're working on. So, it might be we need to make this a lot better. We can make it faster, bigger, stronger. How can we do that? And then discussion within the office with other people, more senior members of the team. Could we do it like this? What are the downsides of us doing like that? But pragmatic people, again, we come back to, we are a business, we're there to make money. Unfortunately, we can't spend a year designing the perfect thing. At some point we have to deliver it, and a lot of the time we have to make compromises in that, knowingly, and knowingly when we move on to the next project, we've engineered it in such a way that we can improve what we built on it originally. And this is how our suite of code is gradually building, growing and improving all the time. And the benefit for us with that is, the benefit for you is that you get to engineer things better, you get pride in what you do. For us, as a business, it means our code becomes more robust over time, we get less errors and bugs reported, and we can deliver software faster because we've already done this before and we know it works. We know it works because we've written tests and all these things all snowball on with each other. But the most important thing is we want people with a passion for programming. We want you to enjoy writing code and seeing the results of your code running. And then some people enjoy that visually, in terms of graphics and things. Some people are happy to see. This is more my thing. I like to write code and see a database table growing faster because the code that I wrote is efficiently inserting data in there, and it's growing, and it can do 1 billion inserts a second, and that's the kind of thing that excites me. But very little, nobody else. And when I try telling people at home, like, oh yeah, look that shiny website, I think, oh, look at that. You can insert 1 billion rows a second into that database. So we're interested in passionate people, people with good software engineering skills, people that are interested in programming, probably beyond their base course, and passionate. So, I think Alison's going to now talk a little bit more about how to apply for the programme and website URL.
So, just say a little bit about the partnership. When Josh came to do his talk last month, he was really impressed with the people that he met, and we as a company are really impressed with the effort that you guys go to do things outside of university. So yeah, that's why Robert, when I told Robert this, he had this fantastic idea to do like a fast track application, which is where we are now. So we've worked together, and this is what we've come up with. So it's relatively simple, obviously apart from the cover letter. I know you've all had problems with or are struggling with. You can apply at that address. It's a page that we made specially just for One-Up members to apply. So you go to that address, download the cover letter template. It says 350 words to explain why you want to work at Ampersand as a software engineer. We don't expect you to write exactly 350 words. We just want to get an idea of kind of what your passion is and why you want to work for us and doing what you do, basically. So then you can upload your CV and your cover letter, and then once I've got your application through, then I'll email Robert and the One-Up team for a recommendation. If I get a recommendation from them, then we'll fast track you for an interview, which I know I have done with a couple of you here already. So that's it really. I hope you find that simple enough. And that's it, I think. That's a little business cat meme that our brand manager Rachel did with the address again.
We like cats.
We like cats a lot.
There's lots of in the
cats.
office. There's lots of these stuck up on the wall. Various things that have amused us. We've invented lots of them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for coming.
Right. Okay, it's quite admirable and amazing how Ampersand works and how we're doing this program right now. That it's really a fast track because after you apply, I got myself an interview about 5 days later after I applied. So yeah, it's amazing to get this opportunity. It's a lifetime chance. So, all right, thank you for your
Thank you for having us.
If anybody wants to speak to us, doesn't want to shout a question out, they
Yeah.
actually want to come over and speak to us, and that's fine. We'll be hanging around for a short while.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I also like seeing the database grow very quickly. So.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we can all talk about data.
Does anyone have any questions that I don't mind shouting out?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Yeah.
I did apply yesterday because I just actually found out about this event yesterday, so I did apply. And I got an email, it went to my spam message for some reason.
Oh,
But I
okay.
saw it this morning saying that she'll need Alison, I guess.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happens from there.
Yeah, I have received your application. So I will book you in for an interview as soon as I can find a free slot.
Yeah, I think it's worth mentioning.
Oh yeah.
You were talking about the speed of the interview. It's Christmas, we're busy, and we always have a problem with lots of people who've got lots of holidays left. And basically, I'm off most of next week. I'm one of our senior developers who usually does the interviews as well. He's off the following week. So basically, we've got Thursday and Friday next week to do interviews, and then after that it's the new year.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss out on anything.
Yeah.
If you
Just so you know that.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have like a fixed amount of places or a deadline as such yet. So it'll be rolling admission. If we like you, then we'll hire you. It's as simple as that. It's not like first come first served or first 5 people through the door or anything. So yeah, there's no hurry. Yeah.
For any interview, is it like just talk of like technologies or background, or some technical questions?
It will be heavily technical.
So
We are interested. We will ask background questions. I mean, the usual process is and this is the same This is the same basic process that we use for graduates that we use for anybody else that we're interviewing for positions, which is effectively we'll use your CV and covering letter, which is why we're trying to get more information in covering letter. We will use that and we will talk about the things that are in there. Now, if all you've got in there is I did an MSc, then it gives us very little to talk about. So the more information you put there, the more we get a feel of the type of personality you are. But we will ask, what's the most challenging piece of software you've developed? Well, it could be anywhere, anytime. And talk us through what were the challenges, how did you overcome them, what technology did you use. And we're interested in very, very, very technical answers to that. It's not just, we're not, to sound bad, we're not really interested in the thing that you wrote. We're interested in how you built it. I don't care, say it again, it's bad. I don't care that you built the world's best cat analyzer in the world. I want to know what technical problems did you have in identifying it as a cat? How did you, what software did you write? Did you think about scalability? If somebody sent you 1 million cat pictures, can your system cope with it? And we're interested in what thoughts, what software engineering techniques and ability you use and you apply to that piece of work. And as I say, we have this piece of paper with a number of areas on it, and we'll get takes next to things. So yeah, we talked about that, we understood that. And we're looking for things like, do they know how to use a database? Do they know what SQL? Do they understand object-oriented programming? Do they know what a parent class is? Do they know what inheritance is? And it's questions like that that we're trying to get out, and we'll tick off these things, and then at the end of it, that gives us an objective way of ranking people. Like I say, it's not a pass-fail, but what thing that concerns me is that I don't ever want it to be a situation where somebody doesn't get a job just because we don't like you. If your technical skills are there, then you'll get a job, basically. Unless you try beating somebody up.
Anybody else? Yeah. You mentioned extracurriculars. Do they have to be computer related?
Ideally, yeah, it's what we look for, being a digital agency. So, it's great if you play guitar or football and that kind of thing, but it's not really relevant to us. So it's more kind of what you can do, or what you've been doing outside of university extracurricular.
What else is it? Basically, everything that sets you apart from other people is good. Because it makes you stand out, it gives you a personality, it makes it easier to form a rapport in the interview, and for us, it helps us see what kind of person you are. But because of the work that we're doing, we're interested in. I built a website for a local charity group. Here it is, that kind of thing. I wrote a mobile phone app to publicise Ampersand's amazing presentations for one of them. It's some kind of software that's been written for whatever reason. Those things really set you apart. And forget us. In the wider picture, it's the same thing. Even once you've been working for 2 or 3 years and you're moving between jobs, if you've got something that sets you apart from an average programmer. I'm a member of this group. I actively participate in these kind of programming. I like. There's things like silly things like there'll be user groups for programming languages in the area. There's PHP Northwest. There's Perl one, there's Ruby one. There's all kinds of things. If you're an active member of those, again, it's like, well, that means you're interested in programming. You're interested in craft. You're interested in meeting other people and discussing ideas to do with software development, software engineering. These things really set you apart, even outside of the graduate program. And that's the kind of thing we're looking for.
Anyone else?
All right. Okay, thank you again. So can move on in Turkey a lot his life, so we can get a shout out there.